Good afternoon once again. You're very welcome, members of the press and everyone else who is here. We're here for the press conference. The faces on the table are not very new. Most of them are familiar. So we have the team from Mestil, Sheila and Brian, our hosts. They will be speaking on behalf of Mestil Hotel, who are our strategic partners. We'll have Alex Mohanji, who is director of Comedy Store. And of course we have the big man himself, singer Diamond Platnumz from Tanzania, who is headlining our show tomorrow. Plus the other guys on the team. Some of the faces are familiar. NTV and Spark are our strategic partners, media partners. They are represented. Mosh is here. Once again, I'm Gold Paul Ampride. I'm the public relations manager and media relations for Comedy Store Uganda. So we'll have a word from this side, and later on we'll take questions, if any, from the press. You'll tell us your name, media house, and what you have to know. So I'm going to begin with Mestil. Then we'll take it to Alex and later. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of Mestil Hotel, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to Diamond Platinum. We are pleased to have you here. We are also hoping that you will enjoy this day, and would love it very much if you could extend that. I think we'll discuss this with Alex, because the entire team is very excited about that. All the media houses, you're equally welcome, and we hope that your time with us here will be a good experience. Mestil Hotel is a representation of a luxury hotel. So for many of you, it might be your first time here. And hopefully at the end of Diamond's stay, we can find out if we had an excellent experience. I'll now pass the mic to Alex. And just to quickly say, we are also proud partners with Comedy Store. And thank you so much. And we look forward to working with you again and again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sheila. Maybe I allow Brian and Mosh to give us a few, and hand over to the big man.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brian Enigiona from NTV. As NTV, we are proud to be the official sponsors for this event. We are proud to be working with Alex Mohanji on this particular event, where he has brought Diamond Platinum. Diamond Platinum, you're welcome to Uganda. NTV Uganda loves you. So to all our viewers, we shall be giving you a 360 update on what will be transpiring at the Comedy Store tomorrow, and every update that will be coming in about this event. So stay tuned to NTV for the best in this entertainment world. Looking forward to working with you, Alex, for more exciting musicians that you will bring in to Uganda. Thank you.
A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Mosh, Sandy from Spark TV. As you all know, the very first time we had Diamond in Uganda, we were launching a new baby in town that was Spark TV a few years ago. As we speak, the TV has grown, and Diamond is one of the biggest superstars on the continent of Africa. So we saw it right to partner with this fabulous event alongside Comedy Store, because we're going to celebrate East African music, East African comedy in one brotherhood, because it's Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania. Eric Omondi, Diamond Platnumz, and all biggest Ugandan comedians and artists. So when you watch Spark TV day in, day out, you get to notice that we are here for Uganda, we are here for Africa. So you are very much welcome, Diamond. And of course, we hope everything is going to be fabulous, as we always do it. Thank you so much.
All right, so with a big round of applause, if you're not holding the camera, allow me welcome my brother Diamond to the place. It's a pleasure having you here, sir. And I knew you had a lot to do, but you spared some time to hang with us. That's really interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, Diamond is here. You asked for him, he has come. He's going to perform tomorrow at Comedy Store for a time that is, I don't know, an hour and something, right? We can't wait. Can't even go for 4 hours. Diamond is going to go home. Yeah, so you can do that. That's no problem. We're waiting. So, and then also, you know, like, I probably quickly, let me take you through the program tomorrow. We start at 5 p.m. Tickets will be on sale at 4. We start 5 with the Buga Band. Then the comedy starts at 8. It ends at 10. Well, then King Sir will come on, and then Diamond will take over the whole night. So that's the program for tomorrow. Tell your friends to get the tickets. Those who haven't gotten, tomorrow at the gate. So I think that's it. With honor and respect, allow me once again to welcome Diamond Platnumz to Uganda, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. All right. So please, Diamond, speak to the people, and then they can say a few words or questions after.
Hello, everybody. Well, my name is Diamond Platnumz from Tanzania, from the east of Africa. And I'm here for you, that's all I can say. And I can't say I'm ready because I believe I was born ready. So just make sure you don't bring your high heels tomorrow because you won't be able to entertain them. Because it's all about singing and dancing, so you need to have proper energy so that we can have the vibe, we can feel the vibe. That's all I can say. And I'm here with my whole team. Now make sure I satisfy your heart tomorrow. That's all I can promise. Yeah.
Well, you heard him. It's here with his whole team, and they're ready to satisfy. So if you still have doubts or you're second guessing whether you should come or not for the show, you'll have a full package. So this is going to be the start of a series of shows that we will hold as a show every month. I will make sure we bring in an international artist. Alex will talk about it later. So I'm going to take a few questions from the press, your name, media house, and whom you direct a question to.
Hi everyone, how are you? I'm sorry, I'll pick up my microphone. I need my camera to pick up this. Thank you. First and foremost, my name is Zari. I represent NBS Mixed Media Services. We have so many media outlets in there: NBS Television, Senyika Television, 106.1 Next Radio, Salam TV, Nile Post. It's a big company basically. It's one of the biggest in Uganda so far. So I work on an entertainment show. Always, everything I do on radio and TV is entertainment. And in Uganda, my show is one of the most watched shows because it includes entertainment, and that's a fact, right? Yeah. All right, so Diamond Platnumz, first and foremost, I'd like to say congratulations to you for your engagement to Tanasha, man, that is lovely, and for your baby on the way. My first question is, how does it feel being in like real love, you know? And then the other thing, because Uganda is a part of Africa, we come with beautiful ladies. Should they, think like there'll be room for one of us in here, besides the other one, obviously. Yeah, should we expect another room? Then, my second question is, you being Africa's finest, Africa's coolest, Africa's sweetest, Africa's most talented artist, yeah? How does it feel working with all those top-notch artists all over the world? I'm talking about Ricky Rose, I'm talking about Mario, most of these artists you've been working with, the Morgan Heritage. Tell us about your experience, share it with us, and of course, we want you, for your experience, to try and value the entertainment industry of Uganda. Rate it. Rate our industry, how you find it, how you see it, the musicians that you know, and how are we doing out there? How are Ugandan musicians doing out there? My other question is,
you came here, and apparently some of your team members have told us you're going to tour the Pearl of Africa, and one of the places that you're going to be going to is Ginger. Why Ginger? Yes. Why Ginger? Why going to Ginger? My last question is, what should we expect tomorrow? We've seen you performing in Tanzania, everywhere. Yeah? What should we expect tomorrow? What special item are you going to be, showing us tomorrow? What should we expect? Thank you very much. Those are my questions for now.
You want to take those?
Those was a lot of questions, but I'm trying to recall all of them. First of all, I can't say I feel proud. No, it's like I'm thanking God and my fans for the opportunity that I have, and I believe all the Africans kids, they have that opportunity to show the world what they get from their mamas. That's all I can say. Apart from that, like when it comes to my music, when it comes to my career, whatever I do, I'm trying to represent our East Africa. That's all I do. Like whatever I do, wherever I go, I'm trying to put our East Africa music to the map, because it's been a while. If you check on the West Africans now, they're doing really good. So as a kid from East Africa, I'm trying to make sure that we are doing good, and I appreciate all the support I get from different areas, from East Africa, West, like everywhere. That's all I do. And when it comes to Red Uganda music, like it's the best music. Yeah, trust me, and I respect this music so much. Like me, I respect Jose Chameleon so much. There's way you can mention East Africa if you won't mention, without mentioning like Jose Chameleon. Like he's our legend, so icon. So I respect the brother so much, and I hope one day I'm gonna have a song with him, because that'll be one of my dreams. And okay. Having the fourth kid, but it's a blessing, that's all I can say, because everything comes from God. We are wishing, but God plans everything. So now I'm having no kid, and I can't wait for that kid, because it's the right moment, that's all I can say. And we were talking about another chance, if there's any way I can have another girl. Yeah. I don't think it is allowed. Like once you have one girlfriend, yeah, I don't want to bring another trouble like the days. So I'm trying to be a good man now. Like, yeah, that's all I do. Thank you. The experience, like, it's the best experience. I don't want to lie to you, because I believe all the musicians, one of the dreams is to work with different artists from different angles, especially those artists who we've been watching them, listening to their music since we were the kid. So when you get opportunity to work with them, like, it's an achievement, I can say that. And when it comes to myself, when I get those opportunities, I'm trying my level best to make sure that I don't let my East Africa down. I don't let my Africa down. I try my level best. So, and I think we should expect more collabo this year. Yeah, I think, because last year I wasn't working, I wasn't doing any music thing. I was focusing on my media, because I have a radio station, TV station, which is, I can say, it's #1 now in Tanzania. Radio and TV is doing very good. It's just like why I dedicated myself last year on media, because there's no musicians if there's no media. There's no entertainment if there's no media. And I believe they have huge contribution when it comes to my career and my WCB label. So I say, like, if I'm going to have a radio station, TV station, there's a lot of presenters who maybe don't have opportunity like to show their talents. I say, like, if I'm gonna have TV and radio, then I can create another opportunity to the to other presenters. You never know, maybe tomorrow those will be the one who be promoting Latifa or Milan's music and the rest kids in Africa. So this year is where I'm doing my music thing because I know now my media is doing very fine. So I'm cool and I've started my project and we should expect a lot, trust me.
Alright, so why are you visiting Ginger again?
Eh?
Why are you visiting Ginger?
Ginger.
All places in Uganda.
You mean here?
Yeah.
Like, as she say, like, I love the best things. And like, you know, everywhere I go, like I believe I've got my own east and the continent as well. So I have to make sure whoever, go through whatever, or see where I am, she or he has to see the best thing. So through me, we can promote our culture, we can promote East Africa. So these are the things we're supposed to promote so that people can come. We need those white people to come in East Africa so that they can bring money. Yeah.
Yeah, take more questions. He came first. So we'll take a round of three. Please restrict yourself to one question because there's quite many of us, and so that everyone can get a chance. Thank you.
Oh, hello. My name is Benjamin from Chip Reports, an online website. Mr. Diamond, how do you rate the Ugandan audience? I mean, you've been performing in all over countries, and this time around it's going to be your third time in Uganda. How do you find the Uganda audience? Are they lively like other countries you've always gone? And since you're the most talented, loved, and decorated artist in East Africa and Central part of Africa, I believe your audience here in Uganda would like to know what happened between your scheduled weddings from the Valentine's Day to. Would actually like to know exactly what happened. Because actually, that one, you said Ricky Rose wasn't able to attend because he was having some other engagements. What happened to the July 7th?
Well, speaking of the crowd, I believe all the crowd, when it comes to me, like crowds depends on how the artist crazy can go. If you're the best performer, all the crowds can be better for you. So there's no way I can come to your event, like let's say I am a fan. I come to your show, then you don't dance, you don't make me go crazy and expect me to go crazy. It will never work. So my duty is to make sure that I entertain my fans. So everywhere I go, like I feel like, and I see like, oh, my fans, all the crowd go crazy, all the crowd is the best, and I hope to see that tomorrow as well. I believe that's what I will see because I know what I'll deliver. And what was the second question, please? You said the wedding? I think let's talk about tomorrow.
Diamond Platnumz, karibu Kampala. Unajisikiaje? Uko poa kabisa? Lion King came out, and everybody has been talking about it. You are Diamond Platnumz, aka Chibuda Mbote,
sure,
aka the Lion of Serengeti.
Sure.
And man, on Twitter, everybody is asking, Simba ako wapi? Why isn't Simba, the Lion of East Africa, not in the Beyonce's The Lion King, The Gift album? My name is Samuel Otala from NTV.
That's a great question. I think, me, I saw those things on social media, and sometimes me, I hate. I don't like when I see people complaining. It doesn't make sense that much. So though I big fans, the fans sometimes they can be pissed, they can feel bad, but sometimes it's good to wait for the right time. Like, everything is God's plan. Like maybe that's what they wanted it to be. So and when you watch that movie, it's like most of the things there it's about East Africa, right? So maybe they wanted to balance. They say, okay, let's put, when it comes to music, maybe let's put West African artists. So I'm sure from dropping that, I'm sure now maybe they've learned. Next time they'll look for East African artists because we know we have the huge impact, especially when it comes to this content. We know like when we can make the social media go crazy, like we can buy things. We know how what we can do, but it's not good to it's not good to complain because you never know what was the plan. Maybe they wanted to be that way so that they can put a lot of East African content in it. When it comes to the music, they wanted to put West Africa so they can mix and have the one content. Maybe that way.
Okay, I appreciate the opportunity from Comedy Store. Alex, thank you so much. We are starting to see what you promised us when you came back from US. My name is Tony from Red Pepper and Life It. And I have two questions for you, Diamond Platnumz. One, I would like to know, because now you've been into music, you've almost, I may say, you've reached your peak, you're still on your peak. But then, what do you look up to the next 20 years? What legacy do you want to leave? Will you I don't think you'll do music for the next 50 years. What do you want to leave on the world so that you remain remarkable? And another one goes to Alex. What happened to Eric Omondi? We don't know whether he's going to come through. And Diamond, are you going to be performing live or it's going to be, on CD or thank you.
All right. Who do I want to be and where do I want to be? It's like my main target is to make our African government to take music or entertainment as a proper job. I want them to consider music is not just for fun, it's like for money, something that can bring a lot of money to the country. Something is something that can contribute numbers when it comes to economy of the country and all that. So I'm trying to create this foundation so that even if I'm not going to be there tomorrow, but the next generation can make money and even the government and the countries can benefit from the entertainment. That's what I'm trying to do. And I've changed a lot when it comes to my home. I don't know about the other countries, but I believe when it comes to my home now, the government doesn't take music like just for fun. They know it's a proper business. Apart from people having good time and all that, I'm trying to create a way that, because nowadays, if you pass, within 2 houses, you will find 5 artists or even 6 artists. So through the music or entertainment, people can create their own jobs, can create business out of it. So instead of us starting complaining to the government we want to get a job and all that, as the youth, we are creating this opportunity to make money. So what we want from them is to support this movement. We don't want them to take it like something like when they put their budgets, they have to put budget into the entertainment as well. And when it comes to my country, the government already started those plans, and we believe next year maybe things will be more better. So that's what I want to do. Because once that thing has been done, I'm sure you make a lot of money. If you look to those American industry or Europe, people making a lot of money. Numbers, bro. When I talk about money, a lot of money. A person can drop a song today and can make up to even more than 6 million USD just for one song, for the streams and all that. Just for streaming, imagine. So there's a lot of money. So it's just a matter of the government to make it official so that we can start making those money. Because imagine if I drop a video and less than 24 hours, my video can have more than 1 million views. Imagine how much I can make a month. Monthly I can make a lot of money. So there's just some stuff that they need to officialize them so that we can make those money. Imagine because when it comes to iTunes, downloading one song, it costs the person $1 sometimes. So if those 1 million people download within a day, talking about $1 million, how much money will I be making, bro? And how much money will I be giving to my fellow youth? So that's what I'm trying to create. Yeah. When it comes to the performance and all that, Me, I always man, I love go with the vibe. Like, it depends what you want. Me, I can give you all the packages. Like, the other time I came here and performed with the band, I was doing sequencer. So I asked them, like, what do they want this time around? They said they want me to do playback. I said, I do playback for you. I won't mind. Just tell me whatever you want. I'm here for you. Yeah.
Just quickly to mention, we are live on Spark TV and NTV Uganda. So I'll bounce it back to the people at the back. Yeah, you and you.
Cool. Maybe before they do that, Eric Omondi is arriving in the morning. He was supposed to come today, but he has a shoot. So we agreed he comes in the morning. So if you have any questions, you'll fire at him when he arrives. Thank you.
My name is Uncle Walter. I'm a dancer, teacher, and choreographer. I'm going to ask you something about dance because nobody has asked. I'm not in any media. I work at the National Theatre as an instructor. You do dance and music, which is the African tradition. We fuse both, we don't have one. What is dance to you? The second one, we also have a Ugandan artist who loves a lot of dances, Eddie Kenzo. You plan on doing any collaboration in creating a new dance that is East African? Thank you.
Well, thank you for your good questions. Like, when it comes to me, dancing is very I feel like there's no music without dancing, if you ask me. I can take you back from the backgrounds, all the legendary, like all the icons who came from the music, apart from singing, dancing was part of the thing that made them become bigger. I can take you to Michael Jackson. Like, most of the people like Michael Jackson because of dancing. Yeah, I take it to Beyonce now. It's like the performance that she does is crazy. I take it to Chris Brown, right? So like, if you ask me, and I believe that one of the things that made me who I am today, it's like, what I believe when I come to the stage, people can hear me on the music, can watch me on the video, but when I come to the stage, I have to entertain you. I have to make you think about me when you go back home. So I gotta go crazy, bro. How can I go crazy if I'm alone? If I just sing, like, to me it doesn't make sense. I have to come tomorrow, you'll see. If you dance, right? Come tomorrow. I got something for you. Oh, yeah, Kenzo is my brother, and we've been talking so many times, planning about it, but I think we didn't have the right time, and I'm sure maybe before end of this year we're gonna have something. Sometimes we come to Tanzania. He has a song with Harmonize as well. Yeah, it's like one of our good friends in WCB Wasafi, and I appreciate his contribution to my record label, to my family. Like, he's my brother, and we can do something, give them the iconic move. I mean, like the dance from East Africa. Yeah.
Okay. I got the names of Alan Cruz from BBS, and welcome down with Latin. One question. All over Uganda, one trending story. There's a song called Work Fire that is trending all over social media, featuring Diamond Platnumz and Kenzo. How is that? Update us about that.
Sorry, what song was that?
Social media. They have been tagged Work Fire. You can Google Work Fire, Eddie Kenzo featuring Diamond Platnumz. It's on YouTube, all over social media, so update us about that.
Just heard it now. I don't know about that song. But I think that from that we can tell how much people want us to have the song together. So we're gonna give you what you guys need. Yeah, I think it was for the good sake, I think.
Thank you. Diamond, as you are talking, people are live streaming here, and your fans are complaining. Why are you covering your head?
Yeah, that was a good.
Sorry. Now we are going to the question. The question is what everyone is avoiding. Every day when you open Opera News, there is a headline, Zari accusing Diamond of something. Every day at least. Or like 3 stories every day.
What are the story about?
One is about you not talking to your kids, something like you are abandoning them. She talked about a house in South Africa, which she said she's moving out, and people are saying it's yours. And at some point, there is also a claim that when you were about to separate, you proposed to her and she still said no. We never get stories firsthand about you. Since you came here today, let's hear it from you. Thank
you. Okay. One thing I can say is that me and her, we had a good time and God blessed us with 2 kids. Then after that, I think maybe for reason we couldn't continue the relationship in a very good way. Sometimes maybe when you two are in a relationship, you have a lot of goals. Maybe you really got to get all together, but sometimes maybe it doesn't work. And like in a normal way, like other relationship can do, like so we separated. After that, yeah, like you know, like when you have kids together, sometimes when you guys separated, sometimes can come things and all that. It's normal thing, like in every relationship. So, but I think we try to handle those things so it'll be better. Yeah, like you know, like when you're in the relationship, then everything's happened. You guys couldn't be together anymore. Of course, there's some things sometimes comes. So I want people to take them in a very positive way, and because if they take them in a negative way, it won't be good to our kids and all that. And which we believe, guys and us, we don't want that to happen to our kids. So, and I'm sure you're gonna be the best parents to our kids to the end of their life. Like you know, with the relationship is famous, it's popular. Like every day, new things comes, and if you don't know how to control them, they can take you out of the line. So I know sometimes they can tell us crazy things. So she panicked and started talking things. But if you ask me, I don't think it's good to talk about it so much because it's kind of private. We're good now. But what they need to know, like, I believe we both love our kids and we try to be the best to them as much as we can. Yeah.
Last question. I'm Solomon Wesigwa from Ombu, the TG. My question is, of late, a few months back, Harmonize manager quit your camp. Now news making in the corridors, it's that Mbosso's manager also quit. What could be brewing up in your camp?
Like, it's the same thing like the office or other companies. Like, if you don't perform as how we expected you to, we fire you. Simple like that. Because we don't want you to kill someone's dream. You are not working hard. So, because the thing about music, every artist, music is his life. So, a manager can make the artist bigger, or artist can even lose his career. So, maybe if you see that something doesn't work good, maybe you don't perform as how we wanted you to, then we're going to replace you with someone else. Then we can give you another
department if you still want to work with us. But we can't force, because at the end of the day we're gonna ruin the artist's life, which is no good, and I believe we all don't want that to happen.
So we're going to do a final shot on this table, and Alex, if you could shed more light on what people should expect of Comedy Store going forward in terms of these international acts.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. We started listening, after Clean the Drunk, we figured that we needed to change the script a little bit. You guys know us for having all Ugandan musicians at the show. So we said, why wouldn't we spice it up with international acts? So that's why Diamond is here. And probably we're gonna have Harmonize, Watoni Salam and the rest of the team from Wasafi. And then we'll move on to also have other artists. So we're doing it on a monthly to have an artist perform from abroad, like we say. So that's the tone of the show now. So sometimes we'll have international comedians and all musicians. I don't know, after that, probably we shall go for the Beyoncés and so Trevor Noahs and the rest. So, but we thank you so much for supporting us, especially the media. We'd like to thank the guys that have supported us. Some of them are not around. Lanta Milk is there, Rusan, Mystil, thank you so much, Sheila and team. Of course, the Brian White Foundation, the Hideout, Rwanda, Phenom. We really appreciate you all. NTV, Spark TV, thank you so much for the job you did today. And of course, I'm sure we shall still work together after. Thank you so much.
On behalf of Spark TV and NTV, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We are still live, and of course we'll be live all over. Our last one for Diamond Platnumz, it's all about music, entertainment, and performance. We've gone so personal. Now we're going back to the event. We're going back to the music. We're turning down the tone a little bit. Most Ugandans would love to hear something from an artist, wherever that artist comes. It's like a tradition right here. So to the audience out there watching, they need a sample of one song you feel like doing right now. Just a sample for them, and they get to feel the vibe, and let them get ready for the mood. Let them get in the mood for the event. And lastly, sidebar, just lastly, we have Jose Chameleon, you talked about him, Bebe Cool, Bobby Wine, and Eddie Kenzo. If somebody told you to choose just one to work with, who would it be? Both. All of them. All right, let's get the sample right here for the audience out there watching.
I thought they're supposed to come to the event tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
If you want me to perform for free, I'm fine.
Wait, just a sample for 1,000 shillings.
Okay. I say she makes my heart go colo, colo, colo. Ukinuna tomi doro, doro, doro. Washa. Sani pesa tiki tiki. Miuno ya gigi gigi. Funga kibindo mkwiji kwiji. Nikunyonge kazigi zigi. Titi. Ay.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Diamond, thank you for sparing the time to be for the press to hear from you. Alex and Manchi, I hope we'll wait for tomorrow and see what the show will offer, but it's going to be quite a showdown. So that's a wrap. Group photo, maybe, yeah, for the artists.